Diet book and online program, and today we have part 4 of our 5-part series on our general approach for any organizing project. This is the acronym ORDER. We've done O for outline your plan, we've done R for review your items, D for decide where things belong, and now we're at E, establishing homes and routines. So you've sorted everything, you've decided where it belongs, whether you're going to keep it, what you're going to donate. Now you've got to put it away. You've got to establish a home for it. You've also got to establish the routines that are required for maintaining this space. That's key. That's a piece that some people forget, and that will lead to you having to do this project over sooner than you like. So you've got to think about that maintenance. When you're putting things away and establishing homes, you want to think about the ABCD prioritization tool that we talked about in the last video. You want to put A things in A places and C things in C places, and so on. I've got a great example for you about this. So I have this set of nesting bowls that you see here. They all go together in this neat little nested stack. The reality is I only use these two the most often. These are my A bowls out of that set. It's the sizes that I like. They're the ones I most frequently grab. Now it's tempting for me to just continue to store the entire nested stack, but it actually kind of gets in the way. So I put all of the other ones up way high in the cabinets there on the top shelf, and I just left these two out and put these on an A shelf. The others are going on a C shelf. So this is how detailed I want you to think about your frequency of use of your items. You want to think about items being visible, easy, and obvious, like we talked about in another video we have. Veo means I see in Spanish. You're trying to get visibility to all the stuff you have. Also, when you're considering establishing homes for things, you want to think about the point of use. So the best example we can ever give on that is putting pot holders near the oven and stove. That's where you use the pot holders. So as you are putting things away, think about where you're going to use them. You want to consider safety in your establishment of homes as well. So if you have children, you want to put sharp things, poisonous things, dangerous things away from their reach. Also, you want to think about any kind of functional things, like we talked about the 4 F words, flow and function and features and frequency. So you want to think about if you have a plug, what needs to be near the plug. I'll give you an example. I actually had a plug installed in this pantry when I was building the house because I knew that I had this toaster oven that was pretty big. I really didn't want this toaster oven out on my counter all the time. It was more of a B or C thing for me. I don't make toast every day, so I wanted it to be out and ready to use, but not out on the counter. So I put this plug in the pantry, and I have the toaster oven here. So that's where I had to put the toaster oven. It was next to the plug. You want to consider labeling at this point as well. As you're establishing a home, you want to make that home visible, easy, and obvious for everyone, so labeling is part of that process. You want to think about the functions that you thought through when you were outlining your plan. So we talked about the functions of this pantry: food storage, small appliance storage, overflow storage from the rest of the kitchen. And also we wanted to have a note-taking space, a bulletin board space. So here on the back of the door, I have adhered these cork tiles, and I can put whatever I want with push pins here. These are really easy to install. You just cut them to the right size, and you use the adhesive squares that come with them to mount them onto the wall or the door. You can put these on the back of cabinets or whatever you want to do. But this really helps with the function of the space that we wanted. You also want to be looking for hidden storage. We have other videos about that too. But the back of the door is really another wall. So if I needed more space in this pantry, I could, instead of having the bulletin board here, I could have some kind of storage system on the back of the door to hold further physical items. And you can think about how to go up higher, go vertical. You can see here there's a picture of how I stored some large cooking utensils on the inside of the wall here where there was a little hidden wall space. You can certainly you can add shelves, you can add helper shelves, as we've talked about before. There's lots of ways to add hidden storage. Now let's quickly touch on establishing routines. That is part of this phase as well. Think about what routines are needed to maintain this space. In this case, we have recycling going on, so we need to be taking out the recycling. When we put the groceries away, we need to maintain the space by putting the new groceries away in the right places. And we also need to regularly straighten the shelves and make sure that everything is in the right place as we put dishes away and other items. So that is how you establish homes and routines. Stay tuned for the next segment, the last R in our order acronym. And if you need help on your projects, come and see us at clutterdiet.com, where we have helped thousands of people in 18 countries. We can help you too for about the price of a pizza. Come find us at clutterdiet.com/learn more, and we will see you next time. May you always be happy and grateful for having more than enough.